Hi everybody, that's Allie.
And that is Dash,
Welcome to our playdate.
where we choose a game, sometimes make up our own rules, and play for a while.
Enjoy listening and playing along.
Or don't. We can't hear you. It's a podcast.
So hi everybody, we're playing
Hey, little
Made
ghosties.
Up Movies.
That's right. This is Made Up Movies. Check out the super cool setup. And this was a game that I backed on Kickstarter a while ago. And it showed up to my house a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was sold on the pitch of Made Up Movies. I was like, as a person who plays improv, as a person who has a game podcast, as a person who loves to talk about movies with their bestie, this game sounds perfect. And I also got, as you can see, the expansion pack.
Right. It was probably like
Yes.
an extra level, like if you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you backed a certain amount of it.
Or I think it was if they got a certain number of backers,
They would include it.
people at a certain level got the
Okay.
got the expansion pack. So we're not going to play it exactly as the rules stipulate because it's a 3 to 6 player game and we're only 2 people. But basically there's a pitch here and you flip over each one of these cards. We're pitching a movie remake. One person is pitching, the other person is the studio executive.
Sure.
Once I pitch the movie by flipping over the cards, I will come up with a title for the movie. And then our studio executive will choose one of the 5 cards in their hand to ask me a question about the film. Again, I have 1 minute to respond. And then in the real game, people would vote with budget cards, but we're not gonna do that,
Right.
just because we're gonna make up a 2-player version.
Right. We
of
do
the
what
game.
we want on this podcast.
That's right. So there are also budget cards here that you would play with if you had the appropriate number of players.
And that's how you decide a winner is by the
Yes.
budget. That
Exactly.
Is
Yep.
given.
And whoever gets the most budget for the movie based on their pitch and the questions gets the money, the coins,
Yeah.
the remake,
whatever.
the reboot. Yeah.
All right. So let's start pitching movies.
All right. So Dash, you can man the timer.
Sure.
I will 1 minute when it's your turn.
Oh, I was about to say I'm going to person the timer.
You can person it too
Okay,
if that's
ready?
what you want to do. Mm-hmm.
Here we go. And go.
This is a reboot of Air Bud, starring Jim Carrey
Ooh.
and Brad Pitt.
Oh, wow.
It's a sports drama set
That's accurate.
on an adult film set.
Okay.
Think 50 Shades of Grey meets Pirates of the Caribbean. It's called Air Bud, a new kind of bud on the sea.
Oh.
Part 2.
Pitch me your personal connection to this movie.
My personal connection to this movie is I love sports ball. I love sports ball so much. And the only thing I love more than sports ball is Jim Carrey and Brad Pitt in a movie together. And I really think that, we've seen Jim Carrey in a boat on the Truman Show, but we've never seen him as a pirate. And we have seen Brad Pitt in a sports drama and he crushed it. And so I think when we think about sports movies, we think of 2 things. And that's Air Bud and Brad Pitt.
Oh. Okay. All right. So Air Bud as a sports drama on an adult film set.
Right. It's 50 Shades of Grey meets Pirates of the Caribbean. Caribbean.
It tomato.
Yeah.
I want to say that this was all great, except you missed an amazing opportunity when it came to the title of the movie.
Uh-oh. What would you have called it?
So Air Bud with Jim Carrey and Brad Pitt as a sports drama on an adult film set that is 50 Shades of Grey meets Pirates of the Caribbean should have been titled Doggy Style.
Well, you're right. You're Air Bud 2 Doggy Style.
There you go.
You are correct.
High waters.
Right. You're correct. I missed it. Yeah. I mean, that's beautiful.
That's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
That is a movie I would watch.
10,
and you know what's funny?
10 out of 10.
We've definitely seen Jim Carrey able to do drama, and we've seen Brad Pitt able to do comedy. So
have we?
Yeah.
When has Brad Pitt done comedy?
Brad Pitt, he was in Deadpool 2. He's also been in, I feel like the Ocean's movies were a little bit of comedy.
They're okay. They're not drama, but
Right.
it's really a heist movie.
Sure, you have to have the timing for the comedy though. Like him, George Clooney, and Matt Damon playing off each other was pretty good. I'm sure he's also.
I cannot think of one moment when I thought Brad Pitt was funny.
Really?
Not one.
Huh.
But I can tell you The Truman Show is so dang good.
Yeah, Truman Show is really good.
It's probably in my top 10.
Yeah. Well, he also did the number 23, which didn't get a lot
I did see
of
the number
following,
23.
but it's
a really scary movie.
Yeah.
But it's really good. He's amazing. A Man on the Moon.
Oh my God, yes.
Jim Carrey he's very good at acting.
Yeah.
You don't think it because he was such a big, like,
he was talking out of his
campy-
butt in
like
Ace Ventura, but yeah.
But Truman Show, it blew my mind. It truly did. Anyway, I think he also paints now.
He
Jim
does.
Carrey.
He paints now.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Yes. Okay.
Here we
so
go.
Dash, you're gonna pitch.
So this is
Ready?
Go.
Set. Go.
This is a reboot of Crazy Rich Asians starring Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise. The
Great.
Toms.
Nary an Asian.
You sure?
Okay. Great.
It's a faith-based film.
Of course it is.
Uh,
If Tom Cruise is in it, of course it is.
Set in a corporate office. Think of Paul Blart Mall Cop meets Wedding Crashers. Oh, that sounds great.
What's the name of it?
It's called Crazy Old White Dudes.
Wow, you really nailed that.
Mhm.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
So I'm just, you know what?
I don't think we need
I
the
don't
timer.
think we need the timer.
Yeah.
I can see why you would need it with more than 2 people, but okay. So I'm going to ask for a favor.
Okay. Go ahead.
I want to be cast in a really juicy role in this movie.
Mhm.
Describe the character I will play.
Okay, so well, this is obviously nepotism, but we'll give it to you. So it is a faith-based film.
Obviously.
So you will be playing
Mary
the
Magdalene?
part. No, you're playing
Oh.
God.
Yeah, boy.
You will be playing the part of God, which is in a love triangle with the Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise characters.
Wow. It's Tom versus Tom.
Tom versus Tom for the
Tom
love
versus
of God,
versus Tom.
who is a half Hispanic woman.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You good with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise ever been in a movie together that you can think of? I can't think of one.
I want to say they had to have been
I feel
together
like
in one of
they
those
had
ensemble
to,
movies.
At some point, been
Yeah.
in a movie together, but like I cannot think of what it might be.
Are we playing 6 Degrees of Tom Hanks right now?
I mean, that's my perpetual state of being.
Let's see. Think about movies where Tom Hanks would have been in an ensemble cast. Forrest Gump. No, Tom Cruise
Tom
wasn't
Cruise
in
is
that.
not in that.
He was. I feel like most of the movies just really concentrate on whoever Tom Hanks's character is.
Right.
I haven't seen
And
Otto.
same thing
but
with
I don't
Tom
think-
Cruise.
Same
Like
thing
they're
with Tom
both
Cruise. Like they're
leading
both the
roles,
focus.
so it's
Yeah.
hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm trying to think like something like Tom Cruise had a cameo in the third Austin Powers movie,
Yeah.
right? Like that sort of feels
Right.
like if Tom Hanks would have had a cameo in that, they would have been in.
Did Tom
technically
Hanks have a cameo in what was that? That Thunder movie?
the Thunder movie?
It had like Ben Stiller in it.
Oh
And Tom
no,
Cruise
he
was
didn't.
in
Tom
it?
Cruise, right? Tom Cruise played Lenny something or other, the
Yes.
executive.
It was so much better than I thought it was going to be. What
It
was
really
it called?
was
Thunder.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder was so
Yeah,
much better than I
right.
thought it was going to be.
That was a movie that I was
Very
not
funny.
expecting it to be as funny as it was.
Yeah. Oh, very
And
funny.
Tom Cruise in that role was
Should we draw-
ridiculous.
he was so good.
Yeah.
And I'm not a Tom Cruise fan, but he
Right.
was so good. Let's draw executive cards just so we always have 5.
Okay.
We're making up our own rules.
Cool. So I'm gonna get rid of this one then. All right. Sorry, people who made up movies. We're making up our own rules.
We're making up our own rules for
Yeah.
made-up movies. Okay.
All right, your turn.
Let's do another one. This is a reboot of Fight Club.
Ooh.
Starring Mel Gibson and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Sure.
It's a body swap movie set.
Why are you yelling?
At a kid's birthday party. Right? Okay. Are you with me?
You're
now,
very excited about this.
Think American Beauty meets High School Musical.
Those two movies could not be further apart from each other. Okay.
It's called...
It's a remake of Fight Club.
Okay. It's...
It's a remake of Fight Club. It's also a body swap movie, which is already super interesting to me.
It's called The Cake with Two Faces.
Okay.
Right. So the kid at the birthday party is the movie character in American Beauty, right? And he discovers that his cake is the most beautiful thing he's ever filmed. But on one side of the cake is Mel Gibson's face, and the other side of the cake is Arnold Schwarzenegger's face. And then they emerge from the cake and have to battle each other.
Okay.
And then they Freaky Friday it, and they sing a song about how they
Teamwork.
never knew love before.
Wow. So here's your studio executive.
Yeah.
What's the name of the main character? Just give me the name.
The name of the main character?
Yeah, give me the name.
Wesley.
Give me the name. What? Oh.
Name of the main character is Wesley.
That is a name that is not used enough in movies.
Correct.
I think.
I am team more Wesley.
More Wesley. I just watched the Princess Bride again recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good movie.
Wesley Crusher was like one of my first crushes in the world.
Who was Wesley Crusher? Remind me.
From The Next Generation, Star Trek.
Oh, that's right. That's right. For the next, Star Trek.
Will
Next
Wheaton.
Gen.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton's character. Right.
Yeah. Wesley
because you would have been more or less about the same age, no? Or he was slightly older.
Yeah, he's a little bit older than me, but man, I loved him. Yeah.
Okay. This is a reboot of Spy Kids.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's starring Margot Robbie.
You have two here.
I know. I just went. And John Cena.
Oh, wow. I'm already in.
Yeah. So Margot Robbie and John Cena in a remake of Spy Kids.
Yes.
It's a nuclear tragedy movie. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Inside of a maximum security prison.
Wow. This is truly this tracks.
I would watch this. Think of 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Right, of course.
Meets Gandhi.
Meets Gandhi, for anyone who didn't catch that. Have there ever been two movies more similar than 2001: A Space Odyssey?
No, but
and Gandhi.
Oh my god. And it's called
my bless.
And it's called Spy Kids the Nukening.
And it starts with
oh my god.
monkeys beating on drums inside a maximum security prison.
Right. Yeah.
Right, because the nuclear tragedy's already happened.
Right.
And now we've monkeys have evolved.
Yeah, monkeys have evolved past humans.
Yeah.
And then Margot Robbie and John Cena play the Spy Kids roles.
Yes.
The brother and sister.
Right.
Right. And they're inside of the maximum security prison being held by the monkeys.
Right.
Right. As a nuclear tragedy happened outside. Right.
Yeah. And we can't tell you how the Gandhi part comes in because we can't spoil it.
Well, it's just that emotional connection to the Gandhi part comes in because there's a white man in brown face.
Right.
That's why.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I
works.
thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the movie. John Cena plays the adopted Indian kid.
Okay.
What is the question from the executive?
What is the question? Marketing. What is the one sentence tagline on the poster?
Ooh, okay, so the one sentence tagline on the poster will be this time It's business. Not personal.
No.
Business.
It's never personal. Always business. Should we do a couple more?
Yeah, why not? We're having fun.
This is a reboot. This is a reboot of Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Okay.
Starring Lucy Liu. Would watch.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa also would watch.
Ooh.
We don't need anything more, but I have more for you.
Okay.
It's an amateur student film. Didn't think that was coming, did you?
No, did not.
That takes place in the belly of a whale.
Okay.
Think Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone meets Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
And what's it called, Allie?
It's called Honey, I Shrunk the Last Jedi.
A little on the nose there.
Yeah.
I think so. You know what?
I mean, it is an amateur student film.
Sure.
You know, they
Sure.
spent all their money on Lucy and Jason. They didn't have
So Allie,
have a budget.
I'm liking this movie, but I would like for you to pitch me this
right.
in a new genre.
A new genre?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's no longer an amateur student film. Now it's an animated movie.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like the claymation animation.
Okay.
Not CGI, not old school animation. It's claymation.
Claymation. So
Right.
with Lucy Liu and Jason Momoa doing
Right.
the voices of
doing
the
the voices of the characters.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But also they show up in the movie. It's like that scene in Mary Poppins where
Oh, right, where they skip
go
into
and
the
then
real
the
world.
penguins, show up and
Gotcha.
there's like dancing. It's a jolly holiday with you, bud.
Careful, because then we can't monetize this.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's just so spot on.
so it would
to
be
the
a shame
original.
to have Lucy Liu and Jason Momoa in a movie and just
not see them.
right and not
Yeah.
see them. It's a shame.
Yeah.
And a travesty.
All right, here we go. This is a remake of Saw.
Oh, one of the 900 that already exist.
Starring Gal Gadot and Al Pacino.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
It's a slow burn mother-daughter relationship drama. Al Pacino obviously plays the daughter.
Right. Clearly.
Right.
Clearly.
In the war-torn Middle East. Ooh. Think of Mary Poppins.
Wow. I
meets
did.
the Terminator.
Of course. And it's called?
Oh, wow. What is this called? This is called Scene. So Gal Gadot plays Al Pacino's mom.
Right.
In this movie. And they're just really getting to know each other because
the Middle East is war torn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's okay. So
but he's also she.
Al Pacino's character
daughter.
Tracy is a cyborg daughter who is having to come to Gal Gadot's hometown in war-torn Middle East.
Mm-hmm. And Gal Gadot's character is the loving Mary Poppins. So they're very mismatched, right? They don't understand who the other one is as a person.
Right. And then we sort of get to know them throughout the movie.
And then we get to understand why they are the way they are, but the fact that they can still love each other. You know what I mean?
The friends they make along the way.
Right.
Do you have a question as an executive of this movie?
Pitch me why this movie will be a home run with people in Texas. As a person who repeatedly yells, yeehaw, and we yell it back.
Well, this will be a hit in Texas.
Yeehaw.
Because there will be lots of guns painted in a positive light in the movie.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
There.
Yeah.
Forgot that. Yeehaw. Also, Al Pacino's huge in Texas.
Is he?
No.
No.
I don't know how people in Texas feel about Al Pacino. I don't know how people not in Texas feel about Al Pacino, honestly. He's had moments.
Yeah, that moment.
He's had moments. Hoo-ah.
Hoo-ah. What do you think?
That was fun.
Yeah.
I had a good time.
I liked it.
I had a good time playing it.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I can imagine this would be a lot of fun with a big group of people.
Oh,
where
for sure.
you're going around and actually voting on the number and how much money you would give the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because at the end of a round, all the executives
Mhm.
who didn't pitch the movie would vote and give it money. I could see how that would be really fun. And I
Mhm.
like that it's like a very set thing
Right.
every single time.
Yeah.
So the box. Let's rate our box
That's
here.
right. The box from a crushed up cardboard box at the back of a Publix to a really nice box you might get professionally gift wrapped.
Right.
Where would you put that?
This is a nice box.
It's a nice box.
I would say this is like a Tiffany's box, but like without the name brand on it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's nice. It's like a bold color. It makes you feel good. You know there's something exciting inside.
Sure.
Yeah.
I like the font choice because it's a similar font and style to the Netflix font, but it's not actually the Netflix font.
Yeah, it's very evocative of movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
You look at it and you think to yourself, this is a game about movies.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
What about
where would you rate it?
Yeah, I'd rate it about the same, just like a Tiffany's box, but less like a discount Tiffany's box.
Right. Yeah, like a Tiffany's box that you got like on a street corner in New York and not at
it
the
is
Tiffany's
nice.
store.
It is solid. It is simple. I'm a very big fan of simple design.
Yeah, and the inside is real simple too. It's just, a place for the timer, and then you stack all the cards in there.
Sure.
So easy.
All right, let's do the pieces. I like this universal template that keeps everybody focused on what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, love the template.
Uh-huh.
I do think the cards are a little
on the thin side.
They're a little thin.
Yeah.
They were a little hard to shuffle, a little too bendy to shuffle.
They are good texture and
But
semi-gloss, which I appreciate.
Yeah, they have a real nice texture to them. So on a scale of, I guess a penny with a bunch of gum on it that you find in the New York City subway station.
To like a Hallmark gift card.
To a really nice, like a papyrus.
Ugh. Oh, not the font,
Papyrus,
the paper.
The paper store. Papyrus, the paper store. Expensive card with gold embossing.
Sure.
Where do we put these cards?
I put them around somewhere in the like a 4.
They're like a dollar store greeting card.
Sure, yeah.
To me.
I get that.
Yeah, it's like a dollar store greeting card.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the thought's there.
Mm-hmm.
You might find one that's cute.
Yeah.
But
I feel like these are very simple first level Kickstarter back card stock, where if it maybe would have gotten backed a little higher, they would have gone with a sturdier card, but it's by no means bad.
Yeah.
I mean, who are we really to be judging this?
Playability, ping pong to archery, keeping in mind that we did not play it the way it was intended to be played.
Sure. The instructions are very simple. I feel like it's on an Atari game level of simplicity.
Wow, yeah. Right.
Where anybody, or let me put it better, a Wii game level of simplicity, where like anybody can really pick it up and play with it.
Frogger's hard.
Yeah, sure.
Pong is hard.
Right. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but still very simple to play. You just flip over the card and go.
Right. Like you got to figure out, how to swing the golf club.
Right.
But once you've got it, you're swinging away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. It's like Wii golf.
Sure. Yeah.
It's on the Wii golf level.
All right.
And fun. Is this watching plants grow, or is this laughing at inside jokes with like your best friends?
I want to say it's talking about a movie while you're waiting for your Uber. Fun.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Like after you've seen the movie?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're just like, you're waiting for your ride to come and you're like, oh, that was a good movie. Like that level of fun.
I think it's like reliving the dumb stuff you used to do in high school when you did not care what people, like when you thought that you were the coolest people alive.
Right.
It's that level of fun, which is fun.
Fun. It's
a very fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So that was Made Up Movies. I backed it on Kickstarter. You could go to MadeUpMoviesGame.com if you want to get one. I guess it's in production now if they sent it to us, huh?
Right, yeah. You should be able to find this.
Yeah, this was fun. I had a really good time.
I had a good time.
Very
with it,
giggly just thinking about the movie possibilities.
especially for like people who know about movies and what the genres are, and because every movie that we flipped over, we knew what the movie was, right? Like because we know movies to an extent. So it wasn't like we flipped it over and we're like, oh, I've never seen whatever it is, you know.
Oh, great. A 1935 French film.
Right. Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all the stars were popular.
Same. They were popular stars.
The genres are specific enough to where it's funny. Yeah, great. This was fun. Next time, let's do it with the expansion pack.
Okay, cool. I dig that.
All right. Thanks for listening, little ghosties.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Go make up some movies with your friends.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Now we'd love to hear from you.
You can visit playdatepod.us to watch our videos,
Access our episode library,
find out more about our brand of quality, clean comedy,
and contact us with any questions or comments.
Improvisers love audience suggestions, so make sure you visit playdatepod.us.
And the podcast you just heard was a production of Society Circus Players.
If you like what you heard today, please rate, review, subscribe, and share it with a friend.
And finally, if life's a circus, we're the clowns! You're so much better at riffle shuffling than I am.
Yeah, just years of practice.
Yeah, I'm an overhand shuffler.